Hi Gemini, this is Jennifer. Thank you for joining me today. This is your weekly reading for January 22nd to the 31st. It's actually a 10-day reading. And first of all, I'd like to invite you to subscribe if you haven't already. I did already pull the cards. I pull them with the intention of pulling for my viewers out there who are born under Sun, Moon, or Rising of your particular sign, which is Gemini. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one oracle card as well as one word message that can give you perhaps further insight for the week or something for you to focus on. Take it as you may. Of course, these readings won't resonate for everyone, so take what you can. All right? So to begin, we have the Knight of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So at the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Pentacles. So what I'm getting off this right off the bat, Gemini, is that you're leaving a situation or you're looking to quickly get out of a situation. You want to get out of a situation. With the Knight of Wands here, he is the fastest, well, not the fastest, but he is a fast knight. You could be perhaps dealing with a fire sign. This doesn't have to be a male, but it usually is. And actually the knights can represent anyone, between 30s and 40s. Doesn't have to be a younger person, okay? And the Knight of Wands is a fast-moving energy. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's going after. And what I see is that you're trying to come out of this situation, okay? You want out of this, whatever this is. Feeling left out in the cold, perhaps feeling rejected or dejected in some way. Perhaps you're feeling financial stress. You're hoping to move away from this situation quickly. And there is going to be some changes coming with the Wheel of Fortune here. These are often, this is like the cycles of life, the ups and downs of life, right? Now, you could be, for some of you, you could be moving into a more positive cycle. For others of you, you could be moving into a cycle where it's perhaps more challenging, okay? Depends on you and your situation. The Wheel of Fortune can also talk about destined or fated types of situations or events or people in your life. And with the Queen of Swords here, the Queen of Swords generally represents usually Libra, but it can certainly represent you, Gemini. The Queen of Swords is somebody who doesn't put up with any BS. She's seen a lot of things. She tends to put her intellect and intelligence and her reasoning and logic ahead of her emotional self. And she, in her higher functioning aspects, will think things through clearly. The King and Queen of Swords can both be seen as perhaps lawyers or judges, perhaps even doctors, people who really use their intelligence to move through situations rather than their emotions. The Queen in her less desirable aspects can be somebody who is bitter, can be somebody who is difficult to deal with. Perhaps because she has been burned in the past, she doesn't necessarily make it easy for anybody to, even when they're trying to be nice to her, perhaps. And that's in her lower functioning aspects. But overall, in her higher functioning aspects, she does mean well. She does speak the truth. And she often is a woman who is alone. Now, this could be you, Gemini. This could just represent aspects of yourself. This can also represent somebody in your life, perhaps another air sign or somebody who would represent these qualities to you in some situation, okay? And this could be somebody that you're dealing with at work, because we end with the Three of Pentacles. Now, this card generally talks about being recognized for the work you do, okay? Perhaps somebody is not happy with the work that you've been doing, Gemini, for some of you. For some of you. Perhaps it's you. Perhaps you feel, maybe you're feeling like, oh, gee, this just isn't what I want to do for some of you. It's like, I don't even want to be doing this. You know, this doesn't bring you fulfillment. Whatever it is, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to do with work. It could be, for some of you, it could be another situation in your life that you want to get away from. But I am getting the sense that you want to get away from it. It's not a situation that you really want to be involved in. And you might have to call on your inner Queen of Swords to pull yourself through it and not let your emotions get the better of you. You have to be clear-headed. You see how her sword is upright? And there are some clouds here, but you notice how the clouds are like down here. They're not near her head, which means this represents clear thinking. And you see the sword is coming out of the clouds here that are lower than her. So this is about clear thinking, saying something clear, getting straight to the point, right? Straight to the point and cutting through the BS, basically. And perhaps this is you being recognized for that, or perhaps this is you dealing with someone like this, okay? So it can go either way, Gemini. So I'm going to pull a card for you from the Nature Speak Oracle cards as well. Let's see. Let me just give these a good little... We have one card, please, for Gemini. What further insight, guidance, or advice for my viewers out there born of the sun, moon, or rising for Gemini, 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 Gemini. Okay, well, we got 2. And I was kind of hoping for 2 because I think this reading needs a little extra clarification. Okay, so we got believe in your dreams and protection. So whatever this situation is that you want to get out of, I get the feeling that you'll be able to move forward from this in a way that will make you feel like you're moving toward a place where you're protected. Let's see here. Apple is 89 and 97. Okay. Okay, the apple tree has many magical and healing characteristics, and it is a source of great myth and lore. Its spirit is strong, gentle, giving, and playful. The apple tree blossoms are fragrant, promoting happiness and success. Its presence is a reminder that you always have choices, and some of those choices can lead to great happiness. Choose to follow your dreams. Believe in them. Their possibility has never been as strong as right now for you. Spirit is working with you to manifest those dreams. New realms are truly opening. So whatever these changes are that are coming, I think for a lot of you, you're going to be moving away from that 5 of Pentacles energy. Because these are really positive cards to get, okay? So I'm glad to see that. And also think about what the apples represent. Of course, yes, Adam and Eve, but also apple trees. I have an apple tree actually nearby where I live, and it's always very bountiful, right? There's always apples. You know, think about Johnny Appleseed, or Isaac Newton, right? Isn't he the one who got the apple? I don't know which guy. You know, the story of the apple falling on somebody's head and realizing gravity. Okay, so and gravity is. I bring up gravity because, you know, sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like you're going to get pulled. And don't fight that wherever it is that you're being pulled to, right? Go with the flow kind of thing, you know, because when you're going with the flow, that's when it's where the magic happens. Cedar, protection. An ancient tree. Cedar has a fragrance that is cleansing and protecting. It has been used in many rituals and healing ceremonies around the world. Its appearance now heralds a time of protection surrounding your endeavors. Emotions will calm, situations will appease, and balance will be restored. Take advantage of this brief time to focus on your own healing and purification. Events outside of you will be taken care of. So both of these cards do also talk about healing, and perhaps for some of you, you're healing a work situation or a financial situation, or again, Pentacles don't necessarily mean money, or they don't have to mean work. They can mean anything that has to do with the physical realm. So perhaps whatever, a project that you're working on, or something to do with the home, could be any of those things. So I'm going to pull one of these little one-word cards for Gemini. Please bring me one card for Gemini. Let's really get in there. Mix these up here. Please give me one card for Gemini. Okay, this one just popped. Okay, balance. So whatever this means to you, perhaps you have, this card to me also can talk about balance, because you can see just how this Sphinx here is balanced on the wheel, right? And you have four, these represent 4 astrological signs. And you can see just with the balance of, everything's in balance here. So whatever balance means for you, okay, and perhaps, you can see that this little angel kind of looks like they're walking on a tightrope. So whatever situation you're going through, stay in the flow, and you're going to be able to come through it and heal your situation. I hope you have a great week, Gemini. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. All right, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.